Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Before we begin the meeting, if you're able, will you please stand as we take a moment of silence followed by the Pledge of Allegiance?
During the moment of silence this evening, please keep the family of Steve Edwards in your prayers. Steve Edwards was an employee for Warrick County School Corporation in our maintenance department in HVAC for over 30 years.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We have no patron comments tonight, so we'll move on to agenda item 4. We have recognition of our high school state athletes. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you, Mrs. Glover. I'm so excited to see that we have a full house this evening. I appreciate everybody making time to come in so that we can recognize the fantastic work that you guys and dedication from our student athletes who made it to state competition. This is always such a fun night because we all know how hard our students are working and what we ask of them, even on the academic side during the school day. But these are athletes who, on top of all of their normal school responsibilities, are putting in the time, the hours, and all of the hard work necessary to be an elite level athlete. So we're excited to have you here tonight. Welcome to all the families. And what we'll do is I'm just going to introduce one coach at a time. Coach can come up to the podium, tell us a little bit about the season and about your athletes, and then introduce the athletes. You guys can come up front, and then we'll shake the board's hands, and then we'll go to the next group. Okay, first up, Boonville High School, Coach Jason Mays.
Thank you for having us, guys, tonight. Awesome to see all these Warrick County athletes. A lot of success this year. We were very blessed on our track team this year to send 5 individuals up to the state finals this year. We had one on the boys' side, Jordan Paul, who's not able to be here tonight. He is at his orientation at Hanover, where he's going to run track and play football. He was a 3-time state qualifier for us in the 110 hurdles, conference champ, sectional champ, regional champ, and just a tremendous athlete for us at Boonville. So we'd like to recognize Jordan. On our girls' side, senior Ava Kelly. Miss Ava is a 3-time state qualifier in the 100-meter dash. She's also a state qualifier in the 200-meter long jump and our 4x100 relay. She's 4-time sectional champ her junior and senior year. Very tough competition in our regional. Top 3 advance out. And 3 girls in her division in the 100 all placed at state this year. A young lady from Evansville North was 2nd place overall in the 100 and also won the 200. A young lady from New Albany was 6th place, and then Ava is our first place winner under our coaching, but the first one since 2006, where she placed 8th in the finals and represented us very well. So Ava also holds the conference record in the 100. She set this year with a time of 12.12 seconds. She also has our school record in 12.07 seconds, and some of these records had stood for a while. Ava is also a 2-time Indiana All-Star as a junior and as a senior. So she has done a great job and represented us very well. Next up, we have Miss Whitney Schaup. Whitney was a junior for us this year. Whitney qualified for state in both the 100 hurdles and our 4x100 relay. She was also our regional champ this year in the hurdles. Whitney set the school record this year in the hurdles at a time of 14.81. That record has stood for quite a while as well. So she made her first state appearance, did a fantastic job for us this year as well. She was also our sectional champ this year. Next we have Miss Addie Luff. She is a sophomore for us, qualified for state finals in the high jump and also the 4x1 relay. Addie had an interesting season for us. She did jump 5.4, which is pretty impressive for a sophomore. She to qualify out of sectional and regional, it's top 3, or you can get a call back. So out of sectional, she didn't have a good night. She got 5th. We didn't think we were going to get a call back. She did get a call back, and then we had the discussion about, hey, this is a new opportunity to be successful, and she took advantage of that, placing 3rd at regional and qualifying for state finals. So very proud of her for that. And then we have our freshman this year, Miss Irie Squires. She qualified as part of our 4x100 relay. She was our starter for that leg, and also ran hurdles for us and qualified in the regionals in the 300 hurdles. Had a very good season there. So with that, I'm also going to let Coach Selby talk about our relay team if you'd like to, or you want me to.
I normally have a lot to say, but I do about it.
I'll let you do it. Okay. Our girls 4x100 relay. The last 2 years, we were able to set our school record. Had been there for like 28 years. So we came in this year thinking, man, we lost 2 pieces. How we're gonna replace that? And we replaced it very well with these 4 girls right here. So they not only won the conference and the sectional, they set the new conference record with a time of 49.75. And then in the regional, we were seeded 6th going in. On the last handoff, we were 5th. Got to be top 3 to get in. Ava gets the baton, and we talked about all week, hey, we have nothing to lose, surprise 2 teams. Well, we're in their nights for them, but it'll be good for us, and that's exactly what we did, finishing 3rd. And then they also reset their record with a time of 49.48. So went up to state, ran well up there, but it was a good experience having an individual in each class to represent us. And these girls are a perfect example, along with Jordan, on the time they spend in the weight room in the off season, starting in October when we get after it. As soon as they are done with their fall sports, we're in there a lot. We get a lot done outside of what their events are, and then we just feed that in. And we've had some success the past 5 years with that process. So it's something we believe strongly in, and these guys have bought into it and have done a very good job with it. So we're very, very excited with that. I do want to say Whitney was also recognized this year as an Indiana All-Star. So we had these 2 young ladies, Whitney and Ava, that represented Boonville High School up in Indianapolis after the state meet as members of the Indiana All-Star team.
Very good.
Just want to
Awesome.
congratulations.
Thank you.
I did want to add one more thing. Ava is also running Division I college at Eastern Illinois University. And she's I know she's doing the 100, and she may be also doing the long jump. So we've had 2 athletes going on to the next level to compete.
Ladies, if you wouldn't mind just to stand this way, face your parents so they can get a good picture of you, because I failed to mention that. Parents, please don't be shy. You're welcome to take photos as we're recognizing. So just stand up here really quickly, face the crowd, and let your parents take a quick photo. Okay. Congratulations, ladies.
Great job.
Okay.
Good job.
Thank you.
Next, we have Coach Adam Wadsworth here to recognize Mason Mills.
Board and admin, thank you so much for taking time to recognize all these tremendous athletes. I want to bring up Mason Mills right here. Mason is just a phenomenal golfer and student. I got the privilege of teaching and coaching him in both areas, and it was a really wonderful time. Mason was our first state qualifier in the boys since, I believe, 2008, which is a huge feat. Also a 4-time all-conference team member in the PAC, which is incredible, especially coming in his freshman year and beating his brother out of that. And he was part of one of the best stretches of Boonville High School golf that we have seen, and he's started a legacy that hopefully we'll see continue over the next few years. So we're extremely proud of Mason. He went up there and did everyone proud in Ward County at state, and it was just tremendous to see him succeed so well. So Mason Mills, he'll be continuing at Vincennes University next year, so keep an eye out.
Congratulations.
Great job. Good luck in the future.
Congratulations. Do you need a picture, Mom? Come on, Mom. Thank you. Okay, next from Castle High School, we have Coach Josh Kane and the Castle boys golf team.
First of all, thanks to the board and Dr. Redmond for having us tonight to celebrate our
here tonight. This year, we had probably our best season ever as far as the golf program goes. We placed 6 regular season tournaments. We won 3 of them. And then the finish year, we won conference, we won sectionals, we won regionals. We didn't quite get all the way what we accomplished or what we were trying to set to do, but we did finish the best we've ever had at state at 4th. These guys put in a lot of time, a lot of effort. We became brothers. That's what I kind of hang our hat on this year is the brotherhood that they formed, and that went a far way for us. But to bring them up, our freshman Anderson Burke, Ryan Cannon, our sectional champion Alex Cook, 2nd place at state. And then we got our junior, going to be our leader this year, Lane Cunningham. And just to say a little bit about our seniors, they, I've been with them 4 years, and couldn't ask for better guys to be around, trying to build this program to where we got to this year. Best in program history. We got Brady Feaster going to Eastern Kentucky University. And our regional champion this year, Braden Lamborn, is going to Ball State to play golf. Super proud of these guys, and we always talk about what can this do for you outside of golf, and they're learning life lessons, at least we hope. And they just really good kids, 3.7 GPA in the classroom, team average, so they're getting it done in other places. So our 2026 4th place state team.
Yay.
Congratulations. We're gonna stay right here, guys, for a photo. Yes. Come on up, mamas and dads, if you want a photo. Congratulations, gentlemen. We also have track and field athletes from Castle High School who were unable to be here tonight. We're hoping to get them to an August meeting. But we do have one last group to recognize this evening, so I would like to welcome, I think, is Coach Wood here? Coach Wood, are you back there somewhere? Come on up. Tecumseh High School girls softball.
Said girls will know I'm half deaf, so I didn't hear you. I'm not like a teacher and just stand up here and talk. I told the girls I got 5 pages of notes. I don't, but I have plenty. I'll introduce them first. Avery Long, Madeline Jones, Audrey Seiler, Brooke Seiler,
Since there's so many of you. Yeah, just go front here since there's so many.
Maddie Isaacs, Melanie Pfeiffer, Shay Bailey, Marley King, Mariah Childers, Bree Harris, Bianca Lockmuller, Adley Staples, Layla Grulich Kemper, Hadley Lasher, and Elena Lasher, and you tell me which is which. I ain't figured it out yet. Ainsley Pfeffer, Alexis Coleman, Coley. We're getting there. And my equipment manager is Jackie Beeler. Maddie Reynolds. And coaches, I think I got one coach here tonight. I got all these girls to come because I bribed them with pizza. You gotta do something, it's either that or ice cream. The one coach that's here tonight is Andrea Lasher. And she probably played for me when she was 8 years old. You have to come up too. Alicia Springer's not here, Jeremy Jones, Doug Boyles, and Greg Webb's not here. We'll make them run laps. Anyway, thank you for having us. It's a privilege to be here. We didn't make it last year. We had a million things going on. I apologize. This team, excuse me, went 29-4. That's playing a 3A, 4A schedule. We're a 1A school with 280 kids in 4 grades. If you know anything about Max Preps, our strength of schedule is a 12.2. It was the second highest strength of schedule in southern Indiana, and Castle beat us by like 12.5. We don't play any 1A schools. We play very few 2As, and the only 2As we play are in the conference. Teams we beat are like Floyd Central, Boonville, that's always one of my favorites. Castle, and that's the other favorite. Gibson, Memorial, Mater Dei, Wrights, Henderson County, who's a flat powerhouse in Kentucky, Greenwood, Kentucky, Meade County, Kentucky, Marshall County, Kentucky. We play them teams in Kentucky because they're very, very talented. They make us better. And Western Boone, who we beat in the state championship. We try not to play teams that can't beat us because it doesn't make you any better. In the conference, in the 2A, 3A conference, we're the only 1A, even though the IHSAA says we're 2A now because we got bumped up. We went 11-0 in the conference. This is the second year in a row we've been undefeated. The big one, in the county, we won the county again by beating Castle 9-0 and Boonville 4-1. And I'm telling you, the county is harder to win than a state championship. I got this little trophy at home that Mike Wilson made. It's a wooden plaque of the county, and it has each school that's won it over the years. Boonville won it the first 3 years. Amazing teams, very well coached. We slipped in there somehow and won it, and then Castle won it 8 years in a row. I mean, that's just how hard it is to win it, and we've won it the last 2. I'm as proud of that as anything, let me tell you. And then in postseason this year, we went 7-0 in a 2A postseason and outscored our opponents 75-3. As a team, we hit 387, had 57 doubles, 25 home runs, and had 75 stolen bases. We averaged 9.6 runs a game and gave up 1.5. I'm a dang good coach when we do that, let me tell you. Our ERA for 3 pitchers was 1.06. That's with 3 pitchers. They struck out 324 batters in 197 innings. I got 4 more pages, girls. Just kidding. Tecumseh as a team has tied the state record with seven state championships. We're tied with Center Grove, they have 7. We're first with 13 state championship appearances. That's in 2 classes, 1A and 2A. We're the only team that's gone to state 5 consecutive years, and it's been the last 5. And we've won it 4 out of 5, and the one in the middle, we got beat 2-1. We had 1-0 with 4 outs to go, and got beat. Got beat by a better team. We got bumped to 3A next year. I can't tell you my personal opinion of that up here, okay? It's going to be a heck of a challenge. But we're also looking forward to it. As I tell the girls, blue rings don't come in Cracker Jack boxes. They don't come free. They come from hard work. It'll take a special team to get there again in 3A. But we had one 3A team beat us all year long, and that was Logansport. and they got a pitcher that's going to Texas, and Texas won the College World Series the last 2 years. And when we play in that Castle tournament, I'm going to talk to the Castle coaches ahead of time. I want to play them first. I want a piece of them. Anyway, just an outstanding year. I couldn't ask any more from them. And I don't think we could have got anything else out of them. That's how hard they worked. You know, and when they give that much effort, and I know these coaches in here, golf and track, and so forth and so on, they feel the same way. You can only get so much out of them. And I think I got everything I could out of them. And I'm proud as hell of them. Before I get out of here, I want to thank you. Hopefully tonight you'll vote it in on the new turf field. It'll make it so much easier to practice. I talked to 9 or 10 coaches across the state before I ever thought, yes, we're doing this, because I'm old school as can be, and I like dirt and I like grass. But I talked to Center Grove, I talked to Bloomington South, I talked to New Pal, talked to Jasper, talked to Jasper's baseball coach, who's old school as can be. I think he coached 39 years. And they all said, I don't know what we'd do without it. And a lot of it is, if it rains all day, quits raining at 3 o'clock, the Jasper coach says, we're practicing at 3:20. And before, we're going to Barnett. We're going to practice now, and I thank you for it. The other thing is, if you haven't seen it, we put in a new, or you put in a new backstop for us last year. It's outstanding. It is outstanding. It saves anybody in the stands getting hit with a foul ball now. It's outstanding, and thank you very much.
Congratulations, ladies.
Good job. Thank you. Good job. Good job. Thank you. Congratulations. So proud of you. Good job. Congratulations. Good job. Good job. Congratulations. Congratulations. So proud of you. Congratulations. So proud of you. Good job. You did it well. Congratulations.
Nice job. Nice job. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Cody's dog, right? My old buddy.
Good job.
But now you can say you're a better athlete.
Thank you. Good job. I'm proud of you.
Congratulations. Way to go. Good job.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you.
No, I went to funeral home before I come here, and I didn't have time to switch shirts.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Coach. I know Donna said they had no. Did they make it?
I appreciate what you guys do.
10 miles. Girls, we did 7.
I got good help, I got good players. They make an old guy look good.
I'll see you here next year. You can do it. You can do it. You know you can.
I know it's not. It ain't gonna be easy.
How many girls see there?
First baseman, shortstop. And,
Oh, no. She'll be back for 2 more years. Good job, Lewis.
it all starts with.
No, you're good. No, you're good.
I appreciate it.
Now the room will get empty. Now we can have a.
Yeah.
Now we'll have the meeting.
Now have a meeting.
Bye-bye.
Jason doesn't get windy, we'll be out there. No time. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. Yes. And it was cool when I walked in from the other room. Yeah.
stick around?
You're going to get pizza and ice cream.
Pizza and ice cream.
Let's
So,
go.
like, we can't compete with that. That's right.
If we hurry up, we can enjoy it.
Oh, yeah, let's find out where they're going.
Julie,
I
wanna
think
stay
what
and
we do
watch?
is good to be bored.
Yes, yes.
No, we don't wanna
I
attract
agree.
attention.
I agree.
Hey, thanks for saying.
Thanks for-
But we could skip ahead for poor Julie.
Okay, now
Just
it's
you.
down to business.
Pressure's on.
Pressure's on, Julie.
Next agenda item is consideration of routine business. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you, Mrs. Glover. The routine business this evening includes approving the minutes of the school board meeting held on July 13th, 2026, and approving the claims and signing the docket. I recommend the board approve the routine items as presented.
I make a motion to approve the routine items.
Second.
I have a motion by Mrs. Wilhelmus, seconded by Mr. Baker. Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Next agenda item, consideration of items for board action. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you, Mrs. Glover. In your board packet, you will find the revised 2026-2027 middle and high school student handbook submitted by Dr. Walter Lambert. This handbook will only be available to students as an electronic document. I recommend the board approve the middle and high school handbook as submitted.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. France, seconded by Mr. Eigner. Is there any discussion?
Is this the first year to only be electronic, or has this been?
It's been a few years, at
Has
least
it-
3, I was gonna say 3 to 5.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
thinking three, yeah.
Is the, has there been any issue, handbook, or is that same as the agenda book? The same thing?
At the high school level,
Yeah, yeah. So-
essentially, yes.
So in terms of keeping track of assignments and stuff, and no cell phones started last year, has that been an issue with keeping track of assignments without having an agenda book or a cell phone to do that, or?
Not that I'm aware of,
Okay.
but I think the schools do a nice job of
Yeah.
helping students who need, might need those materials, especially students who struggle with organizational skills, teach them how to use like a planning book.
Okay.
And then I think there might even be some situations where we purchase a handful. In Google Classroom, yes, yes. Yes.
Okay.
But some people do like the hard copy, Andrew. But the Google Classroom, like all assignments, everything can be posted, and students can see that
Yeah.
anytime during the day, and evenings at home.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Agenda item 7.2, consider approval of annual vendor agreements. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you, Mrs. Glover. In your board packet, you will find a request for Warwick County School Corporation to enter into an annual vendor agreement with Backyard Blast LLC and Step Right Up Rentals LLC. These agreements will remain in effect until June 30th, 2027. I recommend the board approve the agreement as submitted.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second?
I have a motion by Mr. Mosby, seconded by Mr. Scanner to approve these vendor agreements. Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Agenda item 7.3, consider recommendation for turf installation at Tecumseh High School. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you, Mrs. Glover. Mr. Todd Armstrong has presented to the board a recommendation for the installation of turf at the Tecumseh High School softball field for consideration and approval. Following a thorough review of the bid documents and submitted proposals, Mr. Armstrong recommends awarding the project to Blankenberger Brothers, Inc. as the lowest responsible and responsive bidder. I recommend the board approve the recommendation as presented.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Mrs. Wilhelmus, seconded by Mr. Eigner to approve turf installation. Is there any discussion?
Have we worked with them on the other ones?
No.
No.
It's the same company for the product, but Blankenberger didn't do the work of the other ones, no.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Agenda item 7.4, consider early childhood textbook adoption at Warwick Pathways Career Center.
Thank you, Mrs. Glover. Mr. Jason Fisher has brought to the board a textbook recommendation for consideration and approval. The textbook materials are recommended by Ivy Tech Community College for students enrolled in the Early Childhood Education Program at Warwick Pathways and Career Center. Students enrolled in the Early Childhood Education Program will have the opportunity to earn dual credits through Ivy Tech Community College. I recommend the board approve the recommendation as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
You want to flip for the second? Okay, we have a motion by Mr. Baker, seconded by Mr. Mosby. Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Agenda item 8, consideration of personnel recommendation. Dr. Gresham?
I'm like, where are you, Doug? No, you were correct. I actually, Laura and I spoke about that earlier. We're like, this is one of the rare meetings this evening that we don't have a donation.
Thank you, Mrs. Glover. The Human Resource Office has the following business to bring before the board tonight. Agenda item 8.1, consideration of employment. Certified staff, Amanda Mosselman, science teacher at Boonville High School. Non-certified staff, Jalee Hadley, secretary treasurer at Oakdale Elementary. Kelly Fraser, bus driver. Rochella Wood, bus driver. Jennifer Cross and Dorothy Doss, program assistants at Castle High. Candace Carroll, clerical aide at Oakdale Elementary. Ashlyn Wagner, ABS program assistant at Oakdale Elementary. Ashley Hazlip, secretary treasurer at Castle South. Tammy Jackson, 3.5-hour cafeteria position at Yankeetown. Brenda Cook, 3.25-hour cafeteria position at John H. Castle. Linda Delana Davis, multi-responsibility position. Audra Lynch, program assistant at WEC PK. Taylor Putnam, program assistant at Logue. Abby Maravich, full-time health aide at Boonville High and Boonville Middle. Haley Angel, temporary program assistant at Castle High. Helen Anderson, SEBA. Ashlyn Bass, program assistant at Boonville High. Christy Ladd, program assistant at Castle South. Tricia Helfert, part-time custodian at John H. Castle. Summer Pike, part-time custodian at Chandler Elementary. Jaden Milburn, part-time custodian at Castle South. And Mary Rushing, full-time custodian at Tecumseh High. And the following varsity coach, Brandon Jackson, varsity boys baseball coach at Boonville High School.
Dr. Gresham, I
Motion approved.
believe, did anyone else catch this? I just want to make sure. I believe maybe you stated a name that's not on our list.
I did. I need to remove, thank you, Dr. Redmond, remove Ashlyn Bass, program assistant, Boonville High School. Thank you. I did correct it on all the others, on all of yours, but not on mine.
What was the name?
Ashlyn Wagner?
It should not be on yours.
No, it shouldn't be on your list. He
Okay.
corrected the list and just failed to
didn't
correct
correct
his
mine.
list.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I just heard him say it and didn't see it here, so,
Thank you, Dr. Redmond.
yes.
With that correction, I'd make a motion to approve.
Okay, we have a motion by Mr. Mosby, seconded by Mr. France to approve certified staff, non-certified staff, and varsity coach as presented. Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you very much. Agenda item 8.2, consideration of employment. Christopher McCormick, full-time custodian at John H. Castle Elementary School.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Skinner, seconded by Mr. Baker. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you very much. Agenda item 8.3, leaves. Cara Lair, program assistant at Castle High. Kelly Avery, 6.5-hour cafeteria position at Boonville Middle. Hannah Hale, program assistant at Boonville Middle. Jessica Russell, full-time custodian at Yankeetown Elementary. Jennifer Schulteis, full-time custodian at John H. Castle Elementary. And Amy Everard, PK program assistant at Oakdale Elementary.
Motion to approve leaves. Second.
Have a motion by Mr. Skinner, seconded by Mr. France. Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Agenda item 8.4, transfers. Paola Clem, program assistant at Oakdale Elementary, to program assistant at Chandler Elementary. And 8.5, resignations. Kimberly Fritchley, program assistant at Yankeetown Elementary, resignation effective July 15, 2026. Rebecca Biggie, project search coordinator, resignation effective May 21, 2026. Leanne Titzer, 3.75 to 5.75-hour cafeteria position at Boonville Middle, resignation effective May 20, 2026. Alyssa Vaughn, program assistant at John H. Castle Elementary, resignation effective May 21, 2026. Misty Harris, program assistant at Castle South, resignation effective July 20, 2026. Aaron Williams, multi-responsibility position, resigning only from the program assistant position. Resignation effective May 21, 2026. Milan Zach Marovich, program assistant at Boonville High, resignation effective May 21, 2026. Denise Rogers, program assistant Chandler Elementary, resignation effective May 21, 2026. Rachel Miller, program assistant at Castle High, resignation effective May 21, 2026. Jennifer Monday, program assistant at Chandler Elementary, resignation effective May 21, 2026. Amy Holdeman, program assistant at Newburgh Elementary, resignation effective May 21, 2026. Michael Fehrbach, girls varsity soccer coach at Castle High School, resignation effective July 24th, 2026. Jenna Imany, program assistant at Yankeetown Elementary, resignation effective July 22nd, 2026. And Alyssa Badger, program assistant at Castle High, resignation effective July 24th, 2026.
Thank you, Dr. Gresham.
You got some program assistants to hire, it looks like.
Yeah. We're in good shape, though. We're in good shape. Yes, Doug? Yes, but we're in great shape, yes?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're down to, I think we were down to 3 or 4 that we couldn't hire. So we've been able to.
Good.
All teaching positions are filled.
As of today. Can change so quickly.
Next, we have reports. Dr. Redmond.
We have one report tonight from Mr. Jason Fisher out of our Department of Learning. Jason's going to share some data information with you, but I'm especially excited to hear, for him to share with you our advanced placement scores. So, Mr. Fisher.
Thank you, Dr. Redmond. It's been a while since I was able to present student learning and growth to the board, and really eager to do so tonight. Originally, I had not planned on putting this information before you or in a slideshow, but some of this information became final on July 1st and wanted to get it before the board as we could. One thing I do want to let the board know, just as a reminder, I learn summative data in grades 3 through 8, in social studies 5th grade, math grades 3 through 8, English language arts grades 3 through 8. We will not have those final reports until September. They are in the process of standard setting. I have 2 of my colleagues in the Department of Learning who are on those committees, so we're really glad to have them working on that. But right now, they are in the process of standard setting, and they were going to use that to determine cut scores for the iLearn assessments. So tonight, we're going to give you some information on iRead that we administer in grades 2 and grade 3. iRead, for students who do not pass in grade 3, we administer it in grades 4, 5, and 6, but I'm going to be talking about grade 2 and 3. iLearn, we do have science data that we can share because we test in grades 4 and 6 with science, and then we're going to share school day SAT results, and we're going to talk about some advanced placement. So as we look through our packet here, in grade 2, currently we have approximately 79.63% of our students who have already passed the iRead assessment. Remember, last year was the first year that the state mandated that all students in publics and charter schools were required to take the iRead assessment in grade 2. For a point of reference, last year when we administered it to all grade 2 students, at this time, we had 74% of our students who had passed. This year, we're at 79%. So we've had a 5% increase. Some of these students did take the assessment twice, another opportunity. You take the assessment in the March window. If you're not successful, you have the opportunity to take it again in the summer window. One thing as it relates to grade 2, in the middle of August, the State Board of Ed will have a meeting where they will finalize iRead results and they will make those public. The reason I can make the grade 2 results public is they do not determine those in the results they release as final. When you see the iRead scores released here in 2 to 3 weeks, it will only be for grade 3 only, the grade 3 cohort in 25-26. Now, obviously, those grade 2 students, they do not have to take the assessment again, and next year, if they are still with the Warwick County School Corporation, they will be factored into that accountability metric. In grade 3, I cannot provide a final percentage, but we had 650 of our students pass the assessment in grade 3. Our grade 3 cohort isn't quite as large as our grade 2. Those results will be finalized at the State Board of Ed meeting in mid-August, and then we'll be able to make those public. As it relates to iLearnScience, these results were finalized on July 1st of 2026. We administered in grades 4 and grade 6. You can see there in grade 4, we had 62% of our students pass with a state average of roughly 44%. And that is a 2% increase from last year when we had 60% of our students pass in grade 4. In grade 6, we had 61% to a state average of 41%, and our rate of proficiency also increased there. Last year in grade 6, we were roughly 17% above the state average. This year, it looks like we're going to be somewhere close to 20. I Learn Biology, we administer that in 9th grade. The state average went up 1% this year from 46 to 47, and our Warwick County average went up from 57 to 58. Last year, we were exactly 11% above the state. The I Learn Biology now takes on a little more importance. At our schools, we've always viewed it as an important indicator of how our students are progressing. But under the new accountability model, this is now a success indicator point if you're proficient in I Learn Biology. So it'll be interesting to see how those numbers may or may not change next year now that it is part of the accountability metric. When we're looking at SAT School Day, remember this is administered only to our students who are juniors at all 3 of our Warwick County high schools. Our reading and writing this year was at 67%. The state average was 52%. And when I say that 67%, and you'll see there in parentheses, I have at 480 benchmark. That is what College Board has determined proficiency to be. And just as a little refresher on benchmark, College Board has done numerous studies where they have indicated or they have determined that a student who scores 480 or above has a 75% chance of taking an entry-level English course in college and getting a C or above. So if a student scores a 480, College Board has made the determination that student is 75% likely in a entrance-level English course in college to earn a C or greater. So that's why it's set at 480. With math, you can see that we're at 37%. The state average is 25%, or pardon me, 26%. But you can see there that the benchmark for math is 50 points higher. We're still working on that. In our corporation, we increased that by 1% from last year. But College Board is determined for you to take an entry-level mathematics course in college and earn a C or above, that you're more than likely going to need to score a 530. I'm now going to transition to AP data. You can see we have a chart here, and I'm going to do my best to go through this and explain it. The numbers we have at the top, in 2022, 60.2% of our students took an advanced placement course and earned a 3 or above. When you take an advanced placement course and you take the corresponding test with that course, you can earn a 1, a 2, a 3, 4, 5. Most universities and colleges award college credit for that course if you earn a 3 or above. So when I'm talking tonight about proficiency or pass rate, it's for those students who earn a 3 or above. In 2023, 61.4% of our students earned a 3 or above. 24, 63.8. Last year, 73.1% of our students earned a 3 or above. And in 2026, 81.5% of our students, district-wide, earned a score of 3 or greater. One thing I would like to point out there, the blue number is the number of exams that we have administered each year. And you can see each year we're administering more and more exams. The 956 there for 2026 is the number of exams that had a 3 or greater score. And then what I also think is interesting is that 777. That is the number of individual students in the Warwick County School Corporation that earned or had access to advanced placement coursework. That's individual students. So we have several students who are taking 2, 3 courses. We had 777 different students that had access to advanced placement. And I think you all can see, the more we've expanded, the more access we've provided, the higher our proficiency rates are. To continue with that, we dug down a little deeper with Kevin Deal, who is the Indiana representative for College Board, and we wanted to take a look at the course offerings that were the top 10 in Warwick County, meaning what courses did we offer in advanced placement where the most students participated in? And here are our 10 courses that were offered in Warwick County. We have more than 10 courses, but these are the number of students that participated in this to the greatest extent. I'm not going to read through each and every one of these, but one thing I wanted to highlight to the board. You will see in that third column, that is the number of qualifying scores. For example, in English, literature, and composition, we administered 157 exams. 134 of those was a 3 or greater, and 85% of our students earned a 3 or greater. That next column you see there, the 73%, that's not the state of Indiana's average. That is the global average, the nationwide average of all students. And as you can see, in 9 of the 10 content areas, Warwick County School Corporation scored higher than the global average. I'll say that again, not the state average, the global average. So our students in Warwick County, in 9 of our top 10 course offerings, scored higher than the global average. To wrap this up, we had across Warwick County 956 qualifying scores of 3 or greater in 2026. If we say that each course is equivalent to 3 credits, and generally that is true, I want to be sure that I'm emphasizing that. In most of those courses, if you earn a 3 or greater, you're going to get some sort of college credit. It may not always be in the course that you took it in, but it will go in as an elective. And if we look at that, we earned approximately 2,868 potential college credits at a cost of approximately $408 per college credit. Students in the Warwick County School Corporation and their families saved an estimated $1.1 million. To put that in context, we had 139 more exams last year than we did in 2025 for a savings of $170,000 more in 2026 than we did in 2025. So I think this is a testament to our outstanding leadership at our 3 high schools, the work of our educators in becoming certified and being trained in these advanced placement courses in order for our students to be successful in this higher level coursework and to get them prepared for university coursework. Does the board have any questions for me?
Good job.
Yeah, I just want to applaud.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Good
let's
job.
clap, that's right.
Well, we got the momentum rolling. It's rather fortuitous that Mrs. Kemp is here because we're going to add AP Psych at Boonville next year, and we're going to add AP Environmental Science. And AP Physics, I missed one. And at Tecumseh High School, we believe in 27-28, we're going to add 2 additional advanced placement courses there. As you can see in the environmental science, Mrs. Kemp, we were 20% above the global average, so with Boonville participating next year, that'll be 25? All right.
I
Thank
don't see any math courses. Are we looking to add any
We have
math?
a lot of math courses available, but it's they're just not one of our top 10. We do have them offered.
Oh, okay,
Uh,
good. Good.
Students do have that option to take them, but we have several advanced placement courses, and none of them by themselves in that particular content area, like AP Calculus, is at a number of 44 students.
Okay,
But
perfect.
we do have those offerings.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Fisher, what am I reading here when I see change in exam number? We have
Yeah.
a -26 and a -46. What does that constitute? Translate for me.
Absolutely. It means the -49 there you see with biology. We administered 49 less exams last year in 2026 than we did 2025. For whatever reason, not as many students took advanced placement biology.
Gotcha.
But you can see English literature, United States history, English language and composition, seminar, chemistry, psych, and physics. We administered more exams, so more availability to those students. But that's what that means, is just for whatever reason, we had to
Yeah.
dip there in bio.
Mr. Fisher, can you just briefly explain to the board what seminar is? Because I can see Mrs. Glover
Yeah,
has a
I have a
question mark by that, by seminar, and that might not be one that the board is as familiar with.
Yeah. AP Seminar is a course that we believe really provides students with a foundation for advanced level coursework and college readiness. AP Seminar traditionally can be offered in grade 10. A lot of schools are offering it instead of English 10, or you could offer it in grade 11. And when you have that seminar foundation, we believe that that allows you to learn how to write better. It's going to better prepare you for the exams that you're going to face, or that college level readiness. It's not a traditional, as far as bio and a course like that. AP Seminar we currently have at Boonville. We're looking to expand that. 94% of our students passed it district-wide this year with a 3 or above. Now, there is a high level of pass there with 89%. But AP Seminar is a relatively new course, and we believe that really provides a firm foundation for you to do that analytical reading and writing that you're going to be exposed to in that dual credit coursework or those advanced placement coursework. And we just believe by offering that, we provide them a very good foundation. One thing about AP Seminar, more and more universities are accepting that as English language content credit. And the really cool thing about Seminar now is with the new diploma, you have to have a communication-based credit, and you also have to have 7 other English credits. Well, Seminar counts as both. You get that communication-based credit because you're working on that communication skills, and you're also going to get that English credit where you're working on that analytical reading and writing.
I know they have that at Boonville High School. Do they have that at Tecumseh or Castle?
Yeah, we have that at Tecumseh. In fact, Tecumseh was where it was first launched.
I just noticed there weren't that many kids that took it, it looked like.
We had 67. That was 61 more than the year before. And I think we are building a lot of momentum with that class. I think our instructors, our students, our admin are starting to see the value of that because it really prepares them for the task that they will face in that advanced level coursework.
You know, my
Gives them a
granddaughter
great
took that. I
foundation.
was very impressed with that course, very nice.
Last thing that I just want to point out, that I want to make sure this didn't get lost with the comment that you made about the increase in the number of students taking AP courses. Sometimes there's a viewpoint that only a certain type of child should be allowed into an AP course. And what we're learning and finding is that there are a lot of students who are up for that type of challenge when you set the right conditions and provide the right support, and provide that accessibility to students to be able to enter into that level of coursework. You can see, and the scores speak for themselves, that we just continue to increase the pass rate despite the fact that we're adding more and more students into the AP courses. So I just want to make sure that didn't get lost on the board, because we're really trying to open up those courses, get the students in there who want to take them and are who are ready to do the level of work needed to be successful in an AP course.
I
Thank
think
you, Mr.
families
Fisher.
are seeing more and more opportunity to save money at college. And this is a huge savings for families across Warwick County to be able to get that many college credits and walk into college ahead and not have to pay those prices. So it's an amazing opportunity. Thank you, of course, for getting all the teachers time to get certified to do it in the first place. But then having the counselors make sure students know about the SOC.
Yeah, we're really lucky to have a great high school team that are working really hard to get our teachers certified and promoting these courses. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Fisher.
Thank you, Mr. Fisher. Any other?
None for me.
Okay. We have any other board business to report?
We have Student Growth and Learning, August 25th at 8 a.m. at the Gum Street office. And then we'll have Policy Committee on August 10th at 5:45 here in this building.
Well, the Personnel Committee, August the 10th at 6:15 here in this building, and Construction Committee on August the 11th at 7:30 at the Administration Building.
Our next regular board meeting will be August 10th, 7 p.m. here at Central Services. Just to remind everyone, the ISBA Coffee Chat for our region is August 4th in Jasper, at Jasper High School in the library, 9:30 Eastern Time. I don't know if they're gonna have a big turnout since it's so close to school. Yeah, didn't think that.
Shout out
Yep.
to the Pioneer Back to School Bash, which is gonna be Thursday, July 30th in Boone High School Stadium, 5:30 to 7. Be there or be square.
And also wishing everybody a great start to the school year. I can't believe it's already time, but I guess next
Next week,
Wednesday, the
yes.
teachers report.
Next Monday, the teachers report. Students report Wednesday.
Okay, sorry
Yes.
about that.
So I
Yes.
got Tuesday off, the
So-
teachers. They
No,
work
not
one day,
really.
and then they get a day's vacation.
Just to applaud the WCTA and Dr. Gresham for the great teachers luncheon, new teacher luncheon. It got me all pumped up. It's been over 20 years since I've had to, have a student return to school. And it's like, all right, let's go. I am pumped up. I'm so excited for this year, and I wish everybody success. And with no other business, meeting's adjourned.